So this chicken is about 4.5 pounds. We're gonna rub some salt on it. So we're gonna calculate a teaspoon of salt for every 2 pounds of chicken. So I'm gonna do 2¼ salt, okay? I know this seems like a lot of salt, guys. Trust me, it's not. It is just gonna make your chicken very, very juicy and flavorful. It will not be salty, I promise. So we're gonna put it all over the chicken, underneath the wings, here between the thighs. I'm also gonna put some inside the cavity. We're just gonna let this sit in the salt for about 20 minutes. All right, I am going to put this chicken inside a Ziploc bag and I am going to pour 946 milliliters or a quart of buttermilk inside it. If you can't find buttermilk, guys, you can use plain yogurt. If it's thick, thin it out with some milk until you have the same consistency as the buttermilk. Of course, you can also make, a substitute with lemon juice or vinegar and whole milk. So I'm just going to put this chicken inside this bag. And I'm going to add about 6 garlic cloves, which I smashed. We're going to leave this in the fridge until tomorrow and just let that buttermilk and the salt do its magic on this chicken, okay? So I'm just gonna close it up and just make sure it all gets covered. All right, guys, see you tomorrow. All right, let's cook our chicken. I'm gonna take it out of the buttermilk. You're gonna have to discard the liquid, okay? We want to wipe off that buttermilk. I'm going to tie the legs, guys. I'm gonna kind of tuck in those wings. We don't want that tip to burn. First thing we're gonna do is bring this to room temperature. It has to be room temperature. If it's still very cold, it will not cook evenly, okay? So we're gonna let it sit here for about 20 minutes. Guys, this is ready to go into the oven. I have an oven heating at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 200 degrees centigrade. We're gonna put this chicken with the legs facing the back, but kind of slanted like this. Because in the middle of cooking, we're going to turn it around like this, okay? The back of the oven is where we have the biggest, it's the hottest in the oven. So we want to cook it that way. It'll be perfect. So I'm gonna start it like this for 30 minutes. This has been cooking for 30 minutes, guys. Now, as I told you, I'm going to turn it. You can see that half of it is browned, the other half isn't. I'm going to check it in about 20 minutes. If it's getting too brown, I'm gonna loosely cover it with foil. So I had this in there for another 12 minutes, guys. I am gonna go ahead and cover it loosely with foil. I don't want it to get any darker. It's beautiful, as is. I'm gonna go ahead and see what the temperature of the breast is. That's registering about 130. We want it at 165, right? I'm now just going to let this continue cooking for another good 20 minutes. We'll keep the legs in the direction they were, okay? This chicken is ready. It's been in the oven for about 70 minutes. Every oven is different, guys. I want you to just make sure you're not eating raw chicken, okay? Very important, it will make you sick. I'm gonna take it out of this pan, put it on the board, and I'm gonna let it rest for 15 minutes before we carve it. All right, let's cut this up. So first thing we're gonna do is take off that string. One way to know that your chicken is cooked is when you separate the thigh, clear liquids come out, no blood. This one has clear liquids. So I removed the chicken breast whole, and now I'm just gonna cut it against the grain. Check out that breast. Oh, it's glistening. It's so nice and moist. Wow. That meat. Oh my gosh. It is moist, juicy, and super flavorful. Yummy. It's that salt that we put on it in the beginning. And of course the buttermilk tenderizes it so much. This is beautiful. So the only thing I don't like about this method is that some of the skin has not browned. You know, the other side of the wing and a bit of the thigh. Otherwise, deliciously cooked chicken. Very, very, very nice. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I'll see you soon.